So in starting Old School, one thing we got emails about all the time was ageism in the workforce and age diversity in the workforce. And it is just something that's so much bigger than what our little niche could hold and contain, and just really needed its own voice, its own megaphone, and which is why we were so happy to be able to be part of launching Age Equity Alliance and partnering with Sheila to do that. And because it really is this whole beast of itself that's so much more tangly than the more high level on ageism that Old School can give. And so when we look at the workforce, I really like the work of Laura Carsonson's looking at our longevity and talking. So if you haven't seen her work, the high level gist of it, read it in its entirety, is with us, Social Security and retirement ages all came about when life expectancy was in your mid 60s. And that just isn't the case anymore. Now we have decades past our 60s in our life expectancy. And accordingly, our work life needs to change. And so I really like her model of having your 20s and 40s be more of an apprenticeship, learning, raising children, if that's something that you choose to do. And then having your 40s to 60s really being your hammering it out, really contributing your main working years. And then 70s and 80s being your mentorship years to help teach, those apprentices that are coming in as more of a trajectory. I think if we looked at this trajectory, we would have a workforce that is more age diverse. And it's sort of, as we were talking about earlier, any time that we have only a singular perspective, we're going to have really singular solutions to problems. And having a workforce that is age diverse and diverse in other ways too is going to bring us more unique solutions. There's all sorts of, I could go on and on about the benefits of having an age diverse workforce and making sure that ageism isn't cropping up in work. There's so many negative stereotypes that are really, cutting at the heels of companies where they could have a ton of benefit from having a workforce that, has the experience and has lived through things. It can be trite to say, having older folks in a workplace gives experience, having younger folks gives innovation, and you don't want to ever pigeonhole people into that. But the reality is that we need a variety of experiences to come up with complex solutions to the complex problems of our world.
The future of work is age inclusive. Are you ready?